Hey Gemini, how are you doing? This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical gems? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What's coming towards you? The Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What you are focused on is the Seven of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And your outcome is the Devil. Major Arcana 4, Capricorn. Okay, Gemini. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have this King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles can be, yes, entrepreneur, businessman, businesswoman, or something about solid, stable, reliable, and being very grounded. That can also be this King of Pentacles, because in your focus is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is the vending machine card. So here you are looking at whatever these cups are to offer. And this could be an investor or an opportunist. An opportunist is looking to ride another person's coattail without actually having to put in any kind of effort. Because in your blocked and challenged position is creativity, passion, empowering oneself, or something about just the wand. Okay, so if you're really heavily attracted to something, like fantasizing and dreaming of commitment, connection, or there is something about procrastinating and dragging your feet on starting something new. And this little bugger in your outcome, the Devil, this could be attachment, codependence, fantasy, limerence, illusion. So again, illusion. But what's coming towards you is this Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarity and truth. This is also cutting out any kind of deceptive behavior, whether it's your own deceptive behavior or those around you. I'm also getting something about imposter syndrome, like a fear of some kind of situation, a fear of being or having. Yes, it's good to fantasize and daydreaming, but something about like procrastination is higher. And at the bottom here, when I was shuffling the cards, the Four of Cups is a withdrawn energy from a person, place, or a situation, or somebody who is distracting you, or you are distracted on whatever these cups have to offer. But there's something about boredom, a boring routine, that is taking you off task and focus. Or maybe you're focused on this person and you're like, oh, that person has so much money. Wouldn't it be nice if I could have that too? Well, it can be reality. It can be your reality. So there's something about grounding something into the 3D. Because this says prosperous, generous, and successful. I'm also getting a situation where you feel like somebody might have a ton of, status, wealth, money, or stability, but this is the illusion. So somebody might have a flashy car or something flashy, or maybe this is something that you want to buy, purchase. But it's something about not all that glitters is a golden opportunity. This is also get rich quick schemes, scams. So what is the King of Pentacles? What is this King of Pentacles? And the Five of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And see how this Five of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a Taurus. So this person is presenting themselves as all that in a bag of chips. But really, there is this Five of Pentacles, which is coming from a place of lack. Or something about an insecurity. This could also be financial insecurity. But this is also your own deceptive behavior where it's like, oh, I don't know, I'm not good enough to get that promotion, or I'm too ugly to, something here. And this is also codependency, like somebody who is like playing the victim, but really they're the villain. So watch the villain, again, the opportunist, somebody who is like, yeah, but really they don't have much to offer. There's not much to offer. Negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges, fears surrounding money, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for becoming self-employed. I'm also getting feeling like you have to do everything on your own. And this Ace of Swords, it says inspiration, communication, and adjustments. Yeah, adjustments are required here to change your focus or change your thoughts. It almost feels like the Hangman, a new way of thinking and a new way of understanding, commitment, relationship, the commitment you have to yourself. Ace of Swords is also breaking free of having your head buried in the sand. I'm also getting something about like materialism, status, something about materialism, status, jealousy and envy of somebody's status, but it's an illusion. See how it says an illusion? Break free of the illusion. Because it looks like you're doing quite well for yourself. So what is this? And also, if you have somebody who's coming to you crying, boo-hoo, poor me, poor me here, Gem. This is an opportunist. It's somebody who wants you to do all the work or wants you to be very generous to them, but they don't have anything to offer you. So what is this Ace of Swords? And the King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, so what is this Seven of Cups in your focus? Because now you have two King of Pentacles on the board. One is coming from a place of lack or mental health, ill health, depression, fantasy, illusion. And it says choices, procrastination, and over-analyzing a situation. What is this? Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Gem, this is Ten of Swords is you. This is about cutting through the fog. Cutting through the fog, cutting through the procrastination. But this can also be you making a choice. The choice is you're going to choose yourself. And that's why I was saying about being very selective. Something about being very selective and picky and choosy. Do I commit to this practice, or do I release and let go and commit to this practice? It says compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. A time of great success. Financial security and prosperity. The Midas touch. Everything turning out beautifully. A supportive parent or a spouse. A good person to work with. So something about, is this a good partner for me? This is also victory, success. Break free. I'm also getting something about you doing something alone is better for you. And then the Ten of Swords on here, it's like cutting through some kind of like fog. Maybe you've been overspending, overeating, overconsuming. So consumption is actually causing a lot of delay. And that Four of Cups is, somebody who is a negative Nancy, a Debbie Downer. So no matter what you do for this person or no matter what you do for the situation, they're constantly complaining. They're never happy. So even if they had, let's just say everybody wants to make $100, right? Well, they surpass $100. This person makes $300 and they're still not happy. It's because they can't create their own emotional satisfaction in their self. So this could also be somebody who is an Eeyore. So you do have an Eeyore around you. And then this Ten of Swords says The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight lifted off your shoulders. The ending of addiction or a melodramatic reaction. So if this is emotions are running extremely high, intellect is very low to make a cognitive decision, but you're making a decision in some kind of commitment connection. Making a decision, cutting through the fog, cutting through any kind of like, I don't know if this has something to do with addiction. So some kind of an addictive personality is making you sick. So this could be like overeating, overspending. That can also be a person again, who says that they're all that in a bag of chips, but they might not be. I'm also getting the absolute opposite, where this person plays the victim. They are not generous with their time, money, energy, but they want you to give to them, but it's not going to be reciprocated. Ace of Wands, it might just be about the passion, but this is also like a loss of passion, a loss of desire, a loss of attraction. You might also feel like this is an old flame. This is a burnt out flame. This is a need for you to empower yourself and light your own flame. This is about lighting a fire up your derriere. See this as catalytic energy. What is this Ace of Wands? And it says in the blocked and challenged position is action, creativity, and opportunity. And in your focus is procrastination on ending something. Or being more generous towards you than trying to be generous to give somebody something and an expectation on possibly they give you something back. This person has nothing to offer. And Justice. Major Arcana 4, Libra. Yeah, somebody's like, okay, well, what are we going to do about this situation? But with Aries energy, Aries is what is me, myself, and I think about this situation. And this is also Justice in the blocked and challenged position. Somebody's like, okay, so what are we going to be doing about this contract? But there's a contract that's not aligned to you. This is out of sync or unfair. Somebody here is being unfair. This is also unfair, unjust. So you're dealing with somebody, or maybe this is you, right? So somebody around you or you here, Gem, is being like, boo-hoo, like this is not fair. Not everything in life is fair. It's just not. You're only going to be happy 50% of the time of your life. So make that, or pump that up as much as possible. And it says being impartial and objective, standing up for what you believe. But somebody here in this contract is not being a stand-up person, a stand-up guy, a stand-up girl. They're just not. This is also somebody who, some kind of karma. So there's some kind of contract that's out of balance. It's out of sync, or it's not for you. This is not for you. And it says, try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one in integrity. This is integrity. Doing the right thing for the right reasons. So you see somebody clearly now. So walking away from some kind of an illusion or fantasy of a committed partner or something here. This person doesn't have anything to offer, or there is no offer on the table, right? Because this is usually finding a nice balance. Equilibrium. Cause and effect. So actions have consequences. So somebody's actions have consequences. What's in the outcome? The devil. But the devil here, the bird cage is open. It's open for you. The door is open. Just walk through it. And you're like, I can't get out of this contract. Yes, you can. This is bound chain to some kind of web or sticky situation to keep you stuck. And then you're bored or discontent or disappointed in some kind of situation. The milk has expired. It's overstayed and overgiven in some kind of circumstance or a situation. Or you're bored out of your mind. So devil energy could be, again, some kind of distraction. So So what is this Devil energy? Something tempting. Somebody here is tempting you with a good time to stay. It's not for you. And the Two of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay, so the Two of Cups is Cancerian energy. And then this is father. Okay, so this is father. This is also mother. So there is something about the way that you grew up, or somebody in your household had gambling problems, addiction problems. This is also a relationship that could be quite acidic and toxic. Could also be your friend coming to you and like conversating to you of like, I'm trying to walk away from this. Am I seeing this clearly? Because, you know, Ace of Swords is communication. And then this says falling in love or a resurgent of a romantic relationship. Resurgent? Do you want to go around in this, you know, nightmare? And then it says forgiveness and the endings of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love, even if it keeps you stuck. Even if it keeps you stuck. I feel like you've sacrificed a lot. So also this person, this isn't their first rodeo struggling financially, but they also consume, overeat, overindulge, and then they look for somebody to cling on to, right? So there's something about materialism, dependency, and illusion. There's some kind of illusion around a partnership, but you're finally seeing the light, like go towards the door. And the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, plus the Five of Pentacles. So what is this Ace of Swords? This King of Pentacles, because that's usually a couple. I'm also getting something about a couple. Like this couple might have a lot. Okay, so what is this Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles coming towards you? And the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Somebody here is really codependent and reliant on another person, which keeps them bondage or bound to a situation. But Page of Swords is also inquire or be inquisitive, ask more questions, digging up the dirt. So there is something out of balance. Yeah, you're right. In some kind of contract or commitment. Because your present time, you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. But the King of Pentacles is moving on. Whoever this King of Pentacles is. And this Queen of Pentacles could be something about father, mother. Something about father, mother. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is also about having a really great idea. Really brilliant, great idea. So this is about bringing your great idea that you have and grounding it into the 3D by taking this action. This could also be legal action, right? Something legal that binds you, possibly also a child. So this is my parrot. This is somebody who talks a big story, but the words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. So this is my talk, 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 talk. That's all they do is just talk, but there's no walk. There's a walk right here. It's you to take a walk. Take a walk out the door. Cut through the illusion and procrastination. You've been dragging your feet on this. And then this Page of Swords says logical, perspective, insightful, blunt, an exciting and intellectual challenge, brilliant insight, information that you need, but might be challenging for you to receive. Review all documents very carefully. So there is also information being brought out from the King of Pentacles, whoever this King of Pentacles is. It's going to be hard for you to receive, but it's necessary. Information that you need. It's information you need, but might be challenging for you to receive. So maybe it's me explaining this. What is this in your focus? The Seven of Cups. So not everything that glitters is a golden opportunity. And then you have a committed situation that binds you to a situation. But this King of Pentacles is doing something here. Okay, so what is this? You might be dealing with a Taurus or another air sign. And the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands in your focus, like I said about somebody only giving you the wand, right? Somebody only there for passion or sexy time. Maybe this is some kind of like fantasy or, you know, a stroke of, you know, somebody wants their ego stroked here. Because ego is on the board. Somebody's pride and ego. Passion, confident, charismatic, and restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instinct. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. So there's something lusty about this person, but it's going to fizzle out very quickly. And then there's not going to be anything to go off because there's no reciprocation. And you're like, well, that was unfair. That was short-lived. Something here is short-lived. Also, no time to procrastinate. You need to end some kind of circumstance or a situation, or it might be information coming to you that's really hard for you to hear. Maybe you're finding out that, you know, the person that is like lacking money, something about draining money, draining finances, maybe they have a drug problem and it's hard for you to hear. And you're like, oh no, that, you know, that the person's completely clean. That's a lie, right? Basing a lie on some kind of relationship or seeing something that was so much better. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is reckless behavior or restless behavior. This is also check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm also getting an energy of you. There's something about eager, excitement, and change in your focus. This is also travel. Plane, train, automobile. And if anybody is Peter Pan, somebody who is cocky, boastful, arrogant, they're one day, gone the next, this person is non-committal. So what is this Ace of Wands and Justice? As soon as you say, what are we going to be doing about a situation, this person is going to bounce fast. Or you. Knight of Wands can also be somebody who is pissed off, rage, anger, and confused. Seven of Cups is really high reactions and emotions. So you're dealing with somebody who reacts and is very triggered. Page of Swords is my triggered card. Somebody who is jealous. Devil energy is jealous, envy, jealous and envy. And the Five of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So in your blocked and challenged position, it says conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Yeah. So this is how I see it. That's how you see it. Okay. Well, everybody wants the truth. Nobody's willing to be honest here. Walking away from drama, unless the situation is really worth your time, then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious person. But this Five of Wands is drama, conflict, arguments, fighting, tension, territorial. So somebody is very controlling and territorial. This could also be something about a property because of justice. It's anything that binds you to a connection. And this is also rage, anger, pissed off. internal insecurities, deep-rooted insecurities, a loss of passion, a loss of somebody here. I don't know. Let's just see what this is. Pick and choose your battles wisely, because this might not be anything that you want to invest in, especially if you've been quite generous towards this situation, because there's some kind of information coming out. Yeah. And the Page of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. If you're longing and desiring for more in life, this is your soul asking you to start something new, to develop a new skill, to take a new course, to take a new class, to, you know, start something, adding something new to your routine to get a different result. But this can be a situation. It says scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career promotion or scholarship, a new area of study. So this could be like a new commitment. There's a generous offering coming through, but I'm also getting something about information that you need, but might be challenging to receive. So this could also be a child who says, I want to change course, I want to change class. And you could be like, can you not just make a decision? Your reckless behavior is, you know, it's almost like triggering you. Their reckless behavior is triggering you. And then here, so you see this person as the King of Pentacles, but maybe what you don't see about this person is they're only the Page of Pentacles. Or it's time for you to turn a page. Open up a new book, read a new book, read a new chapter about a relationship instead of this, whatever this is. Page. So yeah, you might be seeing somebody as having a lot or presenting a lot, but really maybe they're just the Page. So it's vice versa. So that's why I was saying this King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles turns into King of Pentacles. So if there's something about bringing your emotions into balance, finding a nice balance between your yin and yang. And there's something about your intellect. You're smart. You're a quick thinker, a fast thinker. Also, that King of Pentacles is a good person to work with. The illusion is starting something new. Also, you're like, oh, I don't want to start something over. I don't want to start a new relationship. So I'm just going to sit here and not pretend I'm being played here. It doesn't feel so much like that, but it just feels like I don't want to start something fresh or new. But it leads you to a new connection rather than codependency, like attached with a person. Page of Pentacles grows into the King of Pentacles. There's something about starting anew. Turn the page. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is foundation, stability, home. This is also freedom from marriage, commitment. Because this is about a person avoiding and running away. A loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. A material loss. Make sure you are being honest with yourself. An embarrassing secret. So this can also be somebody who is a liar, cheater, stealer, thief. Something that robs your time, money, energy, and focus. Yeah, you got to change your direction on what you're focused on. See, there's something about chasing a cheater or chasing a lie, chasing money, chasing status. See how this person's like trying to like get away, run away. Make sure you're being honest with yourself. Four of Wands. What's underneath the Four of Wands? Nine of Pentacles. You know what the Nine of Pentacles is? An extremely luscious energy. Nine of Pentacles means looking good, smelling good, feeling right, eating right, doing something nice for yourself, and making your own money. This is when that Nine of Pentacles, nobody can take that away from you. Self-sufficient, self-reliable, and you hold yourself in high regards. Something about doing something singular or solo. Listen with your heart. I trust the message I receive from my heart. But the interesting thing about all these cards on the board, so let's just say that you have had a really toxic relationship in the past. There's something about needing to change the story that you talk about, because there's a bridge to connection. You meet this person when you take some kind of course or class, or there's some kind of new investment. So here, what you're seeing, you can stay stuck on some kind of fantasy or ego control, or you can start something new, something fresh, and a new relationship. This is a new friendship. This can also be a younger earth sign. And then you have somebody who is acidic and toxic. Looking at relationships differently. So that's about also talking about relationships differently. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of light, embrace me with love. So you are loved. Also, this is about putting your heart into something differently. Listen to your heart. And then it says, angels embrace with me. Shimmering wings of light, embrace with me. Wings. Trust your intuition. My life is truly guided. My life is truly guided. It's like peeking through a peek hole. But it is also saying go outside the door. You need to trust your gut feelings and trust your initial first feeling. Trust your heart and trust your intuition, because it aligns you to something new. And moving away from any kind of illusion, fantasy, fake flexer. Somebody here, this person, you can't hold this person accountable. They're not going to be. This is somebody who has a hidden agenda or a motive. To take, not give. Star, guaranteed success. So stay on task and laser focused. Stop dragging your feet and take more action. There's some kind of project that you're procrastinating on. You're procrastinating on some kind of ending. Get the paperwork done. Bridge, successful outcome to your problem. It's almost like getting some kind of degree, the same degree that this person has. Ness, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Doesn't have to be your blood family. Sometimes those are the people that hold us back the most. That tell us that we were never supposed to, you know, be anything in this world. That's a lie. There's a lot of lies going on here, right? So cut through the lies. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay, here, Gem. Choice, chance, change. I have to make a choice to take a chance or my life will never change, which is true because the devil energy is here, which is patterns, habits, outdated beliefs of how relationships go. But there is somebody new coming onto the scene, somebody new and fresh, playing with somebody new. And Diamond, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Also, there's some kind of invitation that gets you out of thinking about this ending. Yeah, you need to get out of like some kind of funk. Like you have your head buried in the sand of like thinking about this ending. You have a friend either coming towards you or somebody here is like Come on, let's just go out, be flexible. Like, let's let loose, have fun. Because Knight of Wands can be somebody like, you know, stopping by. Gemini, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website. You can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.